Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Now, I was just kind of getting my circuit room kind of sorted out here, and I was planning on doing it all before I started this episode, but I thought maybe I would record some of it so we can kind of see what I am kind of planning out here, because I'm just kind of going as I have no idea, like, the final build. I'm just kind of getting some ideas and kind of going with it. So I figured why not just record some of this. Now I have built out a basement a little bit. I don't know how big this building is, so that's why it kind of is unfinished. But we have all these. I haven't moved these over yet. I'm trying to kind of figure out the sulfuric acid part of it. Now, like I said before, let me just drop down here. I got my cabling and my the ZPM transformer, so that will be LUV coming out of there. Now, one thing I need to do is get LUV up to here, but everything else is HV. So I'm gonna have to do, what is that? IV, EV to HV. So like 3 more transformers I'm gonna have to get. I think I have a couple in the A system. I can't remember though. But yeah, so I moved the oxygen and hydrogen sulfide over here. I did put the storage bus on there in case I need it elsewhere in the base. It might need it in like a machine or something like that, but yeah. And the hydrogen sulfide, I did put a storage bus on this one as well. Don't know if I'm going to be pulling out of this actually, but I have it there just in case. But these are the 2 input hatches. So for this, I have gone ahead and just got my Enderium things here. And I think what I'm thinking is I'm just going to do this like this. How about we, not that this really matters because this will just backlog. But why not be as efficient as possible? All right, so I had a couple pumps as well. Throw those on there. Import, and there we go. That will, everything will backlog. Yep, all right, perfect. Now, like we mentioned last episode, if this is running permanently, it's just gonna void a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do, I don't know if this is gonna work, and I put a storage bus on the medium fluid. I just did a medium tank, so 128,000. This is the output hatch, so it'll automatically output in there, and I don't think it's gonna work with the fluid level emitter. So I'm gonna have to kind of test this and see if this works. But what I'm thinking is, we'll do, actually, I don't know if this is the way I was planning on doing it. Now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, we'll try this and then we'll see what happens. So we'll set a level emitter, and what I'm thinking we can do is actually, instead of having it tell it to not put fluids in, why don't we tell it to not turn on this machine? That makes sense. So I need to put a machine controller on here. I think I may have a machine controller. Yeah. All right. So like I said, I have no idea if this is actually going to work, but I think it would be cool to at least check it out. So if we put a machine controller on the side of this, that basically, you know, you send a redstone signal, turn it on and off. But what I've heard is you can actually go through a block. So if I give this block a redstone signal, it'll reach like through it. So we need to put a level emitter on this. And I may have to run over to the other base. Yeah. Why don't we I can grab the stuff from the other, the old one. Yeah, I haven't pulled any of this over. What do I have in here? So oxygen, don't need that anymore. That was ammonia. I'm not crafting that up at the moment. What the heck just turned on? I thought I had a muffler on that. Anyway. Alright, so let's just pull all this. I got a couple fluid level emitters here, so we'll break that. I gotta figure out what to do with the diesel. I may just do regular diesel and not worry about all the other crazy stuff because I need it for the space thing. My rockets use it. Anyway. I actually needed a bunch of cables as well, so this is perfect. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, no, nothing can spawn. Yeah, so the question is well, I think this will work. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I've heard this works. So if we do like, what would it be? We'll do a level emitter, right? Yeah. So a level emitter there. Oh, okay, so it did, did you see a flash? Like, it turned it on and off kind of thing. Oh, so there it goes. So let's do... Yeah, we don't want it doing that, because that looks like it's going to be causing all sorts of... So I want to emit one level, no. Emit one levels are below, yeah, that's what I want. So, I don't know, 125,000 or something, I don't know. I need sulfuric acid, I don't think that's causing issues right now, but if I had that going, I don't want that happening all the time. Sulfuric acid. Do I have sulfuric acid anywhere? I don't remember. Did I put it in? I may have put it in here. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, actually, I think, yeah. Oh, we can test it right now to see if that turns off. Okay, so there is my wire cutters. I lost those and I had to craft a new one. I knew I was going to find them somewhere. That is funny. Luckily I had vibrant alloy on me. Alright. So we'll do 125,000. Let's see if it works. Well, it's not going to work in there, is it? So let's do 5,000. Let's see if that just works. I don't think it's going to do that. Yeah, even with the thing, let's see. Sulfuric acid, see, yeah, the sulfuric acid's showing up in there, but it's not technically in the system. So it won't work with the fluid thing. Alright, but if I, like, put it in the fluid system, I think it will work, won't it? Let's try that. Now, unfortunately, this is not hooked up to power yet, so I just need to get this. Is that turned off? Yeah. All right. So yeah, it definitely doesn't work with the fluid level emitter. Now, the question is, how do I want to tackle this? Let me think about this for a second. I don't particularly want to insert into the ME system to like extract it right away. But I'm thinking maybe if I... We could just pipe it into a large enough amount to keep like, I don't know, like 200,000 buckets, so it's not emptying in like from a drive and then putting it back in small amounts. Maybe we'll do that. So instead of... I don't know. Let me think about this, because I really didn't want to do that with the fluid. All right, I've done some more crafting, and I realized the thing was turning on the thing on and off multiple times, and it was actually voiding oxygen. So I think I lost about 400,000, 400 buckets or something. 500? No, I think it's about 800,000. So I lost about 600 bucks of oxygen there. That was kind of funny. So yeah, just be careful with that. It was turning on, but obviously it wasn't getting power, so we shut off. All right, so I got to the LUV, and then got a LUV to IV. I think I'm just gonna do like one right after another. So that goes to IV. Just double check that is facing the right way, and then EV to HV. All right. So I did do a quick backup before I started recording, so hopefully I didn't. Yeah. All right. So let's. Is that getting power? Yeah, it does look like it's getting power. I wish they store a little bit more power than that, but yeah, they don't really. They don't store much power. But anyway. Probably only need, I don't really have enough cables. I was kind of waiting to see how much I was going to need. Yeah, I'm short one. Oh well. Not the end of the world. All right. So that will be HV. Yeah. So that should have power. I don't know why it wouldn't, but it does say it needs more power. I think that's because it was having issues before. All right. So I just ended up getting the fluid interface. So that'll just pump it right into the A system, and then should just turn it off as needed. And I wish I had the wireless. But, all right. Come on. Yeah, come on. There we go. All right, so I guess let's go test this out, I guess. We'll just do... Yeah, I did put the thing in there. So in theory, this should turn that on, and it did. All right, nice. So we are producing sulfuric acid, and I think we already filled it all the way up. Did we? That went so fast, it was like, yeah. Yeah, because I have it set to like 5,000 or something, don't I? I think I want a little bit more than that, so why don't we do like... What we do, like 256,000, I don't know. So there it goes, turns it on. We're pumping in the stuff, and then should just turn it off once it gets enough. I don't know if I have enough for... No, I should have enough. Anyway. Perfect. So last thing for that, I just need the fluid export. Where is there? Yeah, that doesn't. I couldn't remember if I had anything left in there. And then, yeah, this isn't kind of how I wanted this to go, but this isn't running constantly. It's when the machines are running like constantly that you have an issue. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. I was a bit late. Can I click on this? I don't know. No. Can I put it in there? Oh, I can't. No, that's a filter. I don't want that. That will keep the amount in the interface. I don't want to do that. Or do I? Maybe... No, because I want a bit of a buffer. I don't want this. Well, I don't know. I was thinking, like, if I fill this up, can I tell, will the fluid level limiter, like, realize that? I don't know. Anyway, I think that is pretty good. So let me go ahead and move some of this other stuff over, and we'll come back. All right, we are back, and just realized that probably... Did that have enough power? I think I... Yeah, I don't know if that actually worked. I just realized I'd forgotten I disconnected that. Whoops. Do we have... Oh, it actually went through. It didn't use it fast enough. I gotta remember that that is not hooked up anymore. Anyway, I've been doing quite a bit of work on the circuit like building. And I'm just kind of testing this out. I need Enderium pipes here. And yeah, this is going to kind of test out how I have done here. Did I... The Enderium is in a separate one. Isn't it like in a mixer? Did I bring that over? Can't remember. Is this the Enderium? Right, yeah. Those all have power, so yeah, I guess this, in theory, should work. But now I'm kind of testing my whole system here to see if I have done everything correctly. Ah, there we go. So yeah, little things like that. I gotta like do that on all these. I think I've forgotten to do, yep. On most of them it would appear. All right, so that did that. The Enderium. Is it cooking up here? Ah, it's working. Ah, it just feels so good when everything actually works. And then... Are we working? No. Did I hook that up with power? I have hooked it up with power. I think I just haven't started it yet. Yep, there it goes. All right. So yeah, basically that looks like it's working. Oh, I heard the extractor going too. Should be going in there. Yep, there they are. Awesome. Is that being pulled out? I don't know. Anyway, I have cleared out a little room underneath here and pulled over the crafting and the computers. I didn't really know how to lay this out, so I just kind of threw these up here and these over here. This actually wasn't too bad moving all these things at all. Basically just broke them, put some in my backpack, and I think it took me 3 trips to move the entire thing. So that actually wasn't bad at all. Unfortunately, they are completely out of order now. I just threw them in any which way. So there's like no organization whatsoever, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll get around to doing that again, but yeah, there we go. We finally have auto crafting at the new base, so that feels pretty good. The next kind of thing I'm trying to craft up here is the fluid extractors, and we have almost everything except the cables, which is an assembler, and these are an assembler recipe, so I haven't done that yet. But this one, I'm trying to set this one up. And I'm just going to go with Enderium pipes because, I don't know, I kind of like the color. I think they look cool. I'm trying to think, should I do it this way or should I like go up and over and then down maybe? Maybe that'll look cooler. So if like go up, or it could just fall down like that. That works too. Anyway, yeah, so been working on the moving over these things, and I got a few of them, but not all of them yet. And then I guess we'll come down here, right? Yep. Connect that to there, and then I need the pump. Import. All right, so these don't have power yet. That's why they're not running. But there's the iron chloride. We got my glowstone. I don't have the fluid extractors for the other ones yet, unfortunately. So that's kind of what I'm working on. But I don't have the other assemblers. I guess that's kind of my next thing I need to get going. I guess we'll put those in the main building, the assemblers. And that should just fluid auto output. Yeah. All right. So I think that looks pretty cool with the pipes. I don't know. I kind of like it. I've always liked the Gregtech pipes, though. Kind of just going all over. Kind of makes it feel like a factory or a bait kind of a vibe. Yeah, so I need the gallium arsenide, and then I think that's everything set up for the circuit room. I may throw another. You know what? Actually, I don't think I am. I may just leave that. And then when the time comes, we will replace it with like the multi-block, maybe? I don't know. I kind of would like to spread these out, just because when you're crafting difficult recipes, it takes so long with the assembler. It's definitely like the backlog part of it. Anyway, let me cut here and we'll come back. All right, I have moved over a couple assembly machines here, and the only thing I don't have is the cables yet, because I haven't figured out what I'm doing with the silicone rubber. But I think that will... Yep, that looks like everything. So it'll be kind of cool to see if we get everything... Like if everything works correctly. I have everything turned on, I have everything set up. inputs and outputs and all that stuff. Auto outputs set to turn on. Let's see. Invar, are you working? Where is the Invar anyway? Yeah, I thought it was in that. We hear stuff moving. Alright, did work. I just realized this is... We've never done maintenance on that, so let me do that really quick. Hopefully... I don't remember if we needed there it is. I don't remember if this needed the components for the recipe that we were doing. What did I get this loose? French. Oh, I need to charge that up. I have no LV machines over here. I have to do it over here. That's something I might want to figure out. Like, none of these have been moved over. I also need to get the better wrench. The HV ones hold way more, and I can just put those in a regular machine. I should just get rid of all the LV ones, but I'll worry about that in a second. All right, that's fine for now. All right, so let's check to make sure everything worked. Where are we at? Is this... No, that's over... No, that's over here. Did I forget? See, this is kind of like what... Doing this, yeah. Forgot to do that. Alright, so there's that part done. Steel ingots. Oh, I probably don't have enough oxygen, do I? Nope. Alright. That's a bit of an issue. Yep, I ran out of oxygen. Alright, let me, I guess I'll have to turn it on in the other place and then just kind of portal it over until I get that built again. Alright, I've gotten the oxygen, so that should turn on. Yeah, perfect. Alright. So I think that was everything. What are we looking at? Invar dust still hasn't worked. Magnetic steel rods. Polarizer. Got to output that. Anything else? Yeah, since I changed these from input rods or input buses, I have to make sure I do output for everything. Now, the Invar... I don't know if the Invar... No, there it is. I may have not turned it on. Is it not? Okay, so it wasn't turned on. So, yeah, that's the only reason. Everything was set up correctly, it just wasn't turned on. We got those going. Got that. Epoxy circuit boards are... No, they're in the chemical reactor, aren't they? Let's see. Where's the input buses? Over here. All right, so there's that. It just didn't have that turned on either. All right, it does look like that is working. Yeah, I gotta move these travel anchors, I think, into the actual buildings. Just since I do have it so spread out. Stainless steel, nano... Ooh. Clean room. I just had a thought. I may be voiding everything. No. 100%. Nope, it was on. Blast furnace. I wonder if you're doing that. Yeah. I definitely need to maybe get... I don't know what to do with these. They're like clashing. What's stainless steel doing again? Ah, right, oxygen. And I'm low on oxygen right now. Alright, but there is... that. We'll just wait for that to go. I definitely need to bring over my electrolyzer so I can get oxygen, since I used it all up for sulfuric acid. Alright, so is that the 3 fluid extractors? Yes, alright. So there we go. That is pretty much everything kind of set up. We got our circuits, making not quite the advanced ones yet, but we got pretty much everything going. Guess we'll just have to... I'll place these down and figure out how I want to deal with these two. This one is going to be gallium arsenide. Now I do have... do I have an export? Do I have an export? Do I have a crafting? Can I do a crafting? Okay, so where did that go? Crafting card, isn't that just... yeah, that's just... how did I lose that? Interesting. I appear to have lost a pattern somewhere. Maybe I lost it when I broke the thing. Yeah, I don't have that there either. Alright, but anyway, I think that's about it for this episode. I need to... the last part here, and then we can finally start progressing again. It's been quite a few episodes since we've been able to progress, but the last thing I need to bring over is the assembly line. And yeah, so we got our assembly line. I'm also gonna have to bring over the lava exchanger, but for that I need to capture some nodes, so that's gonna take me some time as well, because I need to make a new Ignis node or whatever. Question is... yeah, I guess I'll probably do the one, and then have that one node hooked up to my AA system as well. I don't know, actually. Maybe I should just have a dedicated Ignis one. I don't know. I'll have to think about that, and I think the assembly line will probably maybe go here. It's going to be a long, kind of narrow room. Man, this high grass is so annoying. Alright, so it's only like 3 wide. Maybe we'll make it the room probably... with the walls on either side. Probably like that, and then just kind of like really long. So I think this is where the assembly line will go. Thankfully, I can just copy over the stuff, so that won't be a problem. I do have to name everything again, I think, though. But after that, I think we can start, finally, progressing a bit. Now, obviously, we're kind of progressing towards UV. So I think the UV components need a tier 2 reactor, so that's kind of there. But I think maybe it might be time to start looking at... Can I do it? T5, tier 5. Yeah, maybe start looking in a tier 5 rocket. We got tier 5 heavy duty plates. I believe these need a reactor. No, they need ZPM assembler, that's right. Oh, I need a ZPM assembler. That's what we need to work towards too, so I can upgrade my coils. All right, so there we go. So assembly line, upgrading the coils, and working out the components for the ZPM stuff. Got to move over my assembly line, got to move over the lava heat exchanger. Quite a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, that's about it for this episode, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.